Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, time for another blind commentary. And today I'm reacting to more totally legit recap from DWK. Yep, you guys loved seeing me react to this for the subscriber special, and I love doing it. Really enjoyed the series, one of my favorite fan work things that I've done in a long time. So I figured, why not just go ahead and watch more of it? Not that there is much more to do. Most of the videos were the Season 6 ones that I've already done, but there are still a few things out there, including the videos for today, which are his 2 videos for the first Equestria Girls film, which should be fun. I do like the first Equestria Girls film, though it's probably my least favorite in the series, just because I think it has the least to offer, because it is, in so many ways, your typical high school film, and also only one of the songs is any good, and Sunset is, yeah, not really a great villain. She's a much better character after this film. In this film, she's really underwritten and just not all that interesting. Yeah, a lot of the story just feels rehashed from like the pilot, so there's just much there that doesn't, it kind of leaves you wanting, and combined with how we all felt at the time going into it, about the premise being something that many of us had reservations about, including myself. I still don't entirely love the premise for Equestria Girls. I think it's kind of a big step down from the core premise of MLP. Yeah, it just makes me a little bit... I feel a little less warmly toward that film than the others, though it does have its moments, and I don't dislike watching it. I do still like watching the film and think it's okay. But I'll be interested to see what DWK thinks and really how he recaps it. Considering how much I loved his recap of Season 6, I'm expecting this should be pretty good, but let's find out. Okay. And here we go.
Okay, so Twine and the gals have just arrived in the Crystal Empire to attend her inaugural Princess Toga party.
Yeah.
And Rarity's like, Twine's Jesus Christ, dude, chill out. And Rarity's like, sorry, bro, we really thought Season 3 was the end, and I'm still having panic attacks. Fluttershy started taking Xanax again, and I'm pretty sure Pinky drank 4 bottles of wine on the ride over here.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I can feel joy again, but I need more every time. And Twine's like, don't worry, guys, we're back, and we're gonna have a grand old time together. All 6 of us, just like normal. I may be an alicorn now, but that doesn't mean I'm better or more important than any of you. Nobody said anything about that? 8 hours and many Jaeger bombs later, Twice's having her nightcap, and she's like, Spike, I feel old. And Spike's like, man, shut the fuck up. Spike, good talk. Sorry, dude, but I mean, why would you feel old? You're young, you're powerful, everyone loves you, and you're probably
I wonder what that's
like.
like
You
Me
feel
too.
Insecure, it's like you're just spitting on the rest of us. Yeah, man, but I didn't ask for any of this, you know? A few months ago, I was just that girl who lives in the library and maybe doesn't trim certain things as frequently as most people do. I have to do, like, princess shit,
image.
and I have to shower, like, every day. I mean, all I did was fix my own fuck-up, and suddenly everybody thinks I'm a goddamn genius. I was a borderline misanthrope before we moved to Ponyville, and now I'm literally the princess of worrying about other people's feelings.
Yeah,
I don't know
kind of funny how that happened.
Well, Twilight, you just have to deal with it, because it's not like you can go back to being a teenager or something.
Oh, so that's the angle we're going with here. Nice. Oh, wow. Music. Oh, and with that face. That's amazing. Gotta love the Oingo Boingo.
So everyone's asleep. And,
Never realized how many creepy sunset faces there were.
A spooky hooded pony has invaded the castle, and judging by this expression, is about to do the same to Twilight. Fortunately, this is just a robbery, and not even a successful one, because she trips over the plot. Twilight, hey Twilight, why are you just chasing her? You're an alicorn. Twilight, seriously.
Good point.
Twilight. Apparently, Twilight's sleeping pills are really strong because the only plan she can come up with to stop the thief is to run after her while screaming and then try to bite her. Surprisingly, it doesn't work, and the mysterious pony escapes through a Toys R Us display piece. And so the big white bitch is like, oh,
big white bitch, huh?
Sunset Shimmer. Man, that takes me back. So, like, she kind of used to be my student, but then she kind of went over to the dark side.
I didn't know that about Cadence.
On me, and I was kind of like, hey, it's probably just a phase. Then I started doing other stuff, and I kind of forgot about it.
Ow.
Why do you keep saying kinda? I'm kind of trying to make it sound like this isn't my fault. Look, whatever.
Wow.
What's this place she ran off to? And Sunbutt's like, it's a messed up place, Twilight. Even we don't fuck with it. A place full of gangly, twiggy creatures with huge, vacant eyes. A place where the magic of friendship has no domain and only money matters. We call it the girl's toy aisle. This off-brand knockoff crown she replaced yours with is a product of that soulless world. And Candy saw, listen, Holmes, you gotta go through the portal and get your crown. I mean, if the elements of harmony don't work, we might as well just bend over and spread them. And Twigs is like, no problem, dude.
Well
I got my best friends, and together we can do anything. Nah, man, they can't go. Why the fuck not? Because there's like this balance or something, and if you go, it'll like get unbalanced.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a balance. Just trust me on this, okay? Eat my ass, you cum-colored Christmas.
Wow.
Bottom line is you can't go because I said so. Now sit down and shut the fuck up. You know, I've realized something about Celestia over the years.
That tree
going
hugger.
back and watching this movie really clinched it for me. When I first saw Big and Tall over here, I took her for this sort of mythical creature, a phenomenally powerful god empress whose long life and great deeds were the stuff of legends. But she's not. She isn't that omniscient divine ruler we all thought she was back in the old days, nor is she a political figure who was put in her position by
really
any kind
humanized.
of democratic process. Celestia,
especially with a recent episode,
Equestria's mom. She's been around
pretty
the
much.
longest, she knows the most, and even if she seems full of shit sometimes, you should probably just listen to her. And Luna's like, oh yeah, by the dubs, you've got 72 hours before the thing closes for the next 30 plot years. So, good luck with that. So, with steely determination and absolutely no help, Princess Twilight Twiggly Wiggly Sparkle ventures forth into an unknown dimension. And Spice like... And Twice like, God damn it, Spike. Celestia said I was the only person who could go. And he's like, don't worry about it, man. I obviously don't count as a person. Oh, God, dude, what the hell is this shit? What do I look like? Well, you look like a vehicle for selling knockoff Monster High dolls that have less clothing, less detail, and fewer points of articulation. Wait, I mean, those dolls could have been great, but no, they had to make them all cheap, and they weren't even
eventually
worth it
did
to a
make
faggot
good
like me.
dolls,
what the
though.
fuck are you talking about? At least they saved the whole thing with the minis, but
yeah,
damn,
exactly.
I really wanted those dolls to be. God damn it, Spike, am I still hot or not? My bad. You look alright. 7.5 out of 10, I'd smash it. Your doll's not gonna look good, though. I'm sorry. But that's cool because we've got a better cartoon. Although that Monster High web series is pretty fucking sweet. You should check it out.
Really?
So, Twilight flips off Princess Celestia and then uses her new body to pull off some sick-ass avant-garde dance moves that I refer to as the Twiggly Wiggle.
Yeah.
Scratch your hands out
Twiggly Wiggle.
Drop a confetti, then let your limbs flop around like they was made of spaghetti. Scream and flail as you fail, grab the rail. It's a party, son. Trips to the stumble like your ass got Parkinson's. Come on, man. All you gotta do to learn to wiggle.
What is this?
Your body do it, noodle, do the Twiggly Wiggle.
Did he record this? Because it's amazing.
You know, you assholes don't give Twi enough credit. Who the hell else do you know could jump into an alternate dimension, end up in a new body, and just figure out how to walk in like 5 minutes?
Too much text.
Well,
Can't
Spike
read it
did
all.
Too, but as this movie is already illustrated, he doesn't count. Look, the point is that I couldn't fucking do this. If I was in Twilight's situation, I would have a massive anxiety attack, crawl my way to the nearest bar, realize I was a teenager and couldn't buy alcohol, and then jump off a bridge. Holy jumping jailbait. What do we have here? Boy, the fiery hair, that smug expression and confident strut, leather jacket, leather boots, nice rack, excellent sense of color coordination. Hold on to your husband,
does look
ladies,
pretty good.
because Sunset Shimmer means business, and she knows what she wants. Look at that. You know she does. So, Twi talks to this random girl that Shimmy was fucking with, and she's like, yo, man, who is that? And the old girl's like, oh, that's Sunset Shimmer. She's, cunt. You know, the more I look at this chick, the more I feel like I've seen her. Oh my God, her name is Fluttershy? I figured that maybe Fluttershy snuck through the portal to help Twilight, but this girl doesn't even know her at all. It's weird, man. Then Human Buttershush tells Twiggy that the school principal has a crown and a... Wait, no, what? Guys, check it out. This lady looks just like Celestia. She's even got this like little thingy going on with her hair that looks like it's a crown. This is like some Twilight Zone shit right here. It's like freaking me out.
Never really
anyway,
thought
even
about
Celestia
that.
uses her
Like
very full lips to tell Twilight that the only way she can have the crown is if she wins the Queen of the Doll section award at prom. And so Twilight's like, I've got no choice but to do this. It's the only way. And Spike's all, bruh, let's just find the crown, take it, and then bounce. Boom. Done so. It wouldn't even be stealing. The thing's yours. And Twilight's like, Spike, don't mess with the girl's plot unless you buy her dinner first. Now shut up. We're doing it my way. Man, you really do take after Celestia. So Twiggers has to sign up for the boxing match or the mud wrestling contest or however it is you compete for prom queen. I don't know. I did go to my high school prom, but I was not paying attention. Anyway, she goes to meet the head of the itty bitty titty committee and, hey, Pinky, what? AJ's here too? Wait a second. I know what's going on. Okay, hold on. Just bear with me here. I know this is gonna sound crazy. This alternate dimension has human versions of all the characters from the show. How do they come up with this? Then Shimmy corners Twi in a dark, empty hallway.
Yes.
Again, I was a bit concerned until I remembered that this is a movie for little girls. This is not the face of someone thinking G-rated thoughts. Sunset was one twisted chick. Like, let's just sit down here and logic this out for a second. Twilight Sparkle and her friends in Equestria are adults. I don't think anyone's gonna argue with me on that. These are not teenagers living with their parents. They have lives, careers, and fucking government obligations. At the beginning of the series, I'm gonna guess that Twi was fresh out of college or some equivalent thereof. The point is she's relatively mature, a young adult. Now, Sunset Shimmer is Celestia's former protege, so it's safe to assume that she's at least the same age as Twilight, but moreover, she's very likely older. What I'm saying is that Sunset is a full-grown adult, probably somewhere between 25 and 30, relishing the part of a sadistic, domineering high school bully. What happened to you, Sonny? What kind of life produces a person like this? How damaged
Very good
to
question.
Be to go around abusing a bunch of dumb, awkward teenagers and enjoy it so much? Maybe I've seen this movie a few too many times and I'm overthinking it, but still,
just
it just
possibly
makes you wonder. So she calls Twi a basic bitch and goes on this whole spiel about how she's gonna win the crown on prom night and turn the school into a personal harem and then destroy Equestria. And Spike's like, dude, why don't you just steal it from the principal's office? You went into another dimension and snuck into a heavily guarded castle to get it the first time. And Sonny's like, wow, I know I was being bitchy, but that's just uncalled for. And Twilight's like, man, I'm sorry, he does this. But other than that, get fucked. So Twilight and Spike go to the library and she's like, all right, Spike, all I need to do is find a book on how to become popular in high school.
6.5 hours later.
I don't get it, Spike. I couldn't find a single textbook or published study. You'd think there'd be tons of material on high school social structure. It's obviously really important. All right, bro, I'm gonna try this one more time just in case you've been having strokes all day or something. Steal the fucking crown. Dude, it's not just about that. These chicks need my help. Oh, okay. Now you suddenly have a reason for not doing it. Man, these bitches are just underdeveloped versions of your real friends back home. They're teenagers, dude. Of course they're less developed. No, I meant more annoying versions. Look, Sunset's a complete fucking psycho, and if she manages to kick your shit in and get that crown, this world gets wasted, and so does ours. How can you risk all of that just to make some stupid teenager stop fighting? Because friendship's my thing, okay? If I don't stick with that, then I'm just another superfluous alicorn, and I'd rather destroy this world, Equestria, and the entire fucking multiverse than be a shorter, less hot version of Cadence who doesn't even get to ride my brother's dick. Okay? Now, I'm gonna take advantage of being a dog and finally lick my own balls, then I'm going to sleep. Spike, that's gross. Not to mention completely unsanitary. Someone's licking my balls tonight, Twilight. If you don't want to do it yourself, get off my back.
Okay. And second time I've heard this song tonight. Oh, the first time was better.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Another amusing song choice.
Hey, Twilight, why are you sleeping on books? The portal back to Equestria is right here. You could go home for the night.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
sleep
be
in a real
interested
bed.
to see what he
You
has
take
to
a
say about
shower.
Brad.
I mean, teenagers are all oily and flaky. They need frequent showers. The portal even creates clothes for you when you go through it. You could get a fresh set of clothes when you came back through. And you're gonna have dog hair all over you tomorrow. Twilight, seriously, what are you doing? Twilight. Anyway, we begin day 2 in Human Land, and everyone's laughing at Twilight, probably because she's greasy and covered in dog hair. Then suddenly...
Rarity! Yeah, I definitely... That's a fantasy.
So apparently Sunny Shimmy made a shitty YouTube video to make Twilight look like a huge dork, which wasn't hard because that's like one of her defining character traits. Anyway, our current collection of bipedal doppelgangers tries to offer their assistance, but they all start bitching at each other over a bunch of petty bullshit. And Twilight's like, oh my god, this is why those sparkly-haired whores wouldn't go anywhere near this place. Human teenagers. Yo, everyone shut the fuck up. You guys used to be friends. Why the hell are you treating each other like shit? Pinkie Pie filled my locker with tampons. She downloaded porn on my laptop and ripped the tags off my mattress. Rainbow Dash stood me up on a date. I mean, bake sale. I didn't do any of that stuff. Oh, wait, really? Except for porn. Sorry about that. It's alright. Most of it was pretty good. Guys, I think Sunset might be fucking with us here. Wait, you guys never even talked to each other about this shit? Twilight, if just talking things out was a viable plot option, the entire teen drama genre would just disappear into thin air. So AJ finally goes to talk with Dash, and she's like, turns out someone, and I think we know who, totally stabbed Rainbow in the back. Literally. I thought she ditched me, but she was bleeding and screaming for help in the alley the entire time. And Dash is all, yo, purple chick, if you want me to help you, you gotta play soccer with me. I was in a coma for 2 months, and I'm kinda out of practice.
Okay. Or Rainbow Dash.
Wow, man, you really fucking suck. But you tried, and this is a kid's show, so trying still counts. Wouldn't want them to know the truth. And these assholes are like, check it out, Sunset. She's totally lezzing out with that rainbow chick. Good work, boys. I know what I'm doing tonight. Anyway, so the gals go to the club to knock back some Irish coffees, but then...
We've got to stop bumping into each other like that.
And here he is.
Oh, God. What is this? Like, dude, what are you doing? There's a lot of things you can say about old T-Sparks here, scientist, scholar, spaghetti-spewing autist, but one thing you definitely couldn't say up till this point was shows any interest in dudes whatsoever. Now she's blushing harder than your average Japanese cartoon chick when Senpai gives her that coveted notice. AJ, I'm sorry to jack your lingo again, but what in fucking tarnation is going on here? Well, Twifags, before you drop that toaster in your tub or just die on the inside, I have an explanation for you. The explanation is anime. Hold on. Stick with me. See, Equestria Girls is just the MLP spackled equivalent of one of those Asian cartoons that nerds watch. There. And really, there are only 2 differences between the 2 of them. One, I can understand what the fuck they're saying without having to read words, which is great. And 2, the titties are smaller.
Not as great.
Fucking sucks. Now, as we all know, there is nothing hornier and more depraved than a high school-aged anime girl, and poor Twi's unsuspecting, geeky, virginal consciousness has just been thrust into the hormonally psychotic body of one of these ravenous beasts. The fact that she didn't drop to her knees right here and shove this dude's rod down her esophagus speaks to her restraint and discipline as a person. Oh my god, DWK, you say. You're just making excuses. Listen, man, she ain't my waifu, and as I pointed out in the first video, she's an adult. So long as she gets that crown back and she doesn't get crotch
in the house,
I don't care what she sticks where.
Best anime,
of course.
Let's
be honest, the chick who gets this excited over books and table settings might, I'm just saying it might not be so bad for her, you know? But more importantly, is all that bullshit I just said any less plausible than Twilight? This Twilight sparkle, developing a crush on some random dude she just met. And I was thinking like,
it's not really.
I have to get out of here. I don't think turning back into a pony's gonna fix a busted cherry. So she's all, guys, if we don't make me popular right now, I am totally boned in every sense of the word. And Rhea's like, darling, bro, check this shit out. Let's dress up like ponies and sing a song. Rarity, that's fucking gay. So what? Having fun is lame now? Of course it is. The internet told me so. Why would you listen to a bunch of anonymous retards who jack off to cartoons? Let's do this. You listen.
I like Rarity's attitude.
EQG, you cannot deny that this song will knock your
this
fucking
song is amazing.
Trunk. When the girls get this beat
possibly
fired
the best
up
in the
and
entire
kick down the
series
door
so far.
with that 808, I do a little fist pump every single time.
At least
you
of
may
the
not
Equestria
know
Girls
this,
series.
but back when the first concept art for EQG dropped, I was loudly and obnoxiously opposed to the idea, but I gave it a shot anyway.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were. Most people were.
I realized I was having fun. You guys remember what fun is, right? So that awesome song ends, but here comes Smug Set Shimmer, strutting around like she still owns the place, but sporting the weakest entourage ever. Shimmer, seriously, you look cooler by yourself than you do with these dweebs flanking you. They're dildos. You use them and you put them away. You don't walk down the hall waving them around. Okay, so now we know one of two things is true. Either Sunset has
metaphor.
the most god-tier Photoshop skills of any high schooler in the history of the world, or Human Luna is retarded. No, look, I'm a huge Luna fan, okay? Go ask the guys in the Moon thread. They can tell you some shit. That aside, looking at the situation as objectively as I can, what is more likely? That Sunset Shimmer is a photo editing genius, or that a lady who wears a belt around the middle of her shirt might not be the sharpest tack? Oh my god, no, wait, I was wrong. Everyone is retarded. Everyone involved in this farce of a sabotage, whether intentionally or not, needs to be put on a bus and sent to the special school across town. Sunset, was this your plan? This was the ace up your sleeve? How did you even do this? You took pictures with a smartphone and then print them out and cut them up and what? Use a color copier to combine them together? Or wait, did you use a scanner and then print them again? And then for the finishing move, the coup de fucking grace, leave the used photos in plain sight at the top of a school trash can. Masterful! Wow. I'm just kidding, Sonny. I love you. You're just meant to be a hero, not a villain. So Luna accepts the counter evidence just as quickly as she accepted the evidence itself, and Twiggy is off the hook thanks to some baffling miscalculations, and of course, our man Flash, the Bradnator Center. So he asked Twi to the prom, which has now been postponed today due to the gym being trashed, and she's like, oh, Brad, that would be... Wait, no, get me the fuck out of here! And he's like, yo, T, everything Gucci? And Twi's like, dude, Spike, I can't keep this ravenous teenager cooch under control for much longer. If I don't get out of here tonight, I'm gonna be stuck in this madhouse for 30 plot years fucking a 17-year-old boy. Finally, in Spike's behest, she tells the dudes that she's a freak from another dimension and that the crown is a magical whatever, and that if she doesn't get it tonight, she's gonna commit statutory
I just love how he
rape.
phrases
and they're
things.
Like,
You're a pony?
and Dash is all,
Awesome!
we don't care if you're a horse girl, Twilight, you're our friend. Also, what do you mean statutory rape? You're both the same age. I'm like 25, dude. Ew, that's why do you look like a teenager? Hey, the portal only gave you 2 choices, and this was a hell of a lot better than the adult model. Well, this is all pretty fucking weird. You guys want to do another song? What else will we do? I love ponies mixed with pop music, and we get 2 in a goddamn row. It's so cute, it gives my heart a massive boner. A raging heart-on, if you will. It's nothing sexual, of course. There's no need to beat the meat that beats on its own. Anyway, long story short, everything's fixed, and now they have pretty dresses. So, they roll up to this bitch in a limo, zestfully clean and ready to grind the night away, and Brad is like, dude, I know you screamed and ran away when I asked you out, but I just wanted to check if that's your final answer. And Purple's like,
I didn't say no. I mean, I did, but I didn't mean no.
Alarm bells are ringing. So everything's banging, and Rarity is doing some very like.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Spares us from whatever the fuck Dash thinks she's doing here, and Principal Celestia announces the winner of the popularity contest.
Lots of little interesting details.
Sweeps it up and finally gets that fucking crown back. All right, sweet. Time to bounce back to Horseland and be done with this insanity. Wait, Sunset, are you seriously telling me you can knock that entire statue down by yourself? It's fucking huge.
Yeah,
I think someone
it
could
seems
stop
a little
you before you
implausible.
got all the way through it. Or wait, is she implying that if she hits this part, it'll break the portal? Wouldn't
Yeah,
the
I think that is what they're
sledgehammer
implying,
just
but
go through the portal?
it doesn't make any
I mean,
sense.
Twilight brought a bunch of shit with her. It
Yeah.
accepts non-magical inanimate objects. Also, nice earring. Never seen that before. It never will again. And Sonny's all, give me the crown
Never
or I'll
noticed that.
knock this entire statue down with this hammer and my 90-pound body. No, fuck you. So that's it. Shimmer just gives up. She's done. She doesn't have a backup plan here, nor does this appear to be some kind of feint. She just drops it, and the only reason this whole conflict didn't end right here and now is because she hears Twiggy's friends praising her and completely loses her shit.
Yes, she's so very special.
This brings me back to that question I was kicking around earlier. What the hell happened to Sunset? Everyone always compares Sunset with
That
Glimmer
loop
and says
animation.
that they're essentially the same character.
No,
but
they're not.
I've never felt that way, and this scene is one of the big reasons why. Starlight Glimmer went through a traumatic experience as a child, and yeah, I know. It wouldn't have been so devastating if she just, I don't know, kept in touch with Sunburst, but kids are stupid, and it's beside the point regardless. The point is that experience shaped her entire worldview and was the genesis of an ideology that I'm probably being generous by calling questionable, but it was an ideology nonetheless. That is to say that Glimmy actually believed what she was doing was right and that the world would have been a better place if it had adopted the social structure she'd created. Sunset Shimmer does not give me that impression at all. She's not doing this fucked up shit in service of some twisted idea of a greater good. As far as I can tell, she's just mad. The things we've seen over the course of this movie are not the machinations of someone executing any kind of carefully thought out play for power, nor does she at any point offer rhetoric that might speak to a driving philosophy behind her actions. Sunset just seems angry. She's cruel, vindictive, lashes out at anyone and everyone, and her plan is just made up on the fly. The more I think about it, the more obvious it becomes that this is a rebellion. And I'm not talking a political secession or a military coup. I mean a leather jacket wearing, rap metal listening, mad at my mom, fuck you, that makes this seemingly absurd premise of sticking MLP in a high school suddenly look very appropriate. Oh, wait, I started psychoanalyzing My Little Pony characters again. Give me a moment while I fix myself a bleach martini with a side of noose. Honestly, I think this is a legitimately potent image. Sunset gnawing at her lip with tears streaming down her face before they evaporate as her transformation completes. I think she knows this is all wrong, but this is My Little Pony the anime, so we need a final form with a slutty outfit and a rainbow explosion before the movie can end. And Twice like, dude, Shims, you need to grow up, man. This is fucking retarded and you know it. But I am grown up, Twilight. That's why it's so easy for me to manipulate these vapid, clueless teenagers. And now that I have my own personal army of impressionable young people, I'll have emotional validation for the rest of my life. Bro, these kids right here are more mature than you are. Listen, you dumb whore. Becoming an adult is not about a number. It doesn't magically happen when you reach a certain age. It happens when you stop being a selfish tool and realize that there are more important things in this world than your stupid little feelings. I'm fucking terrified of being a princess, but I'm just gonna fucking do it because the world doesn't revolve around my emotions.
It is a pretty long speech.
Go fuck yourself, Twilight.
Wow.
Alright, I tried. Let's fucking smash her. One thing I love about Twilight is that she understands the value of a good bitch slap. She's very courteous. She always tries to talk sense into people first, but Purple here clearly recognizes that sometimes people don't listen to reason and you just gotta smack them around a little bit. And she's like, I'm sorry I had to do that, dude, but you need to get your shit together. You're gonna trash your whole life. But what's the point in even trying? Everyone hates me now. Man, you'd be really surprised what people are willing to forgive you for if you just stop being a dick. You can fix this, but you need to start now. So, Twiggles gets a crown back, everyone parties hard, and our victorious princess turns her trademark wiggle into the next big dance craze. We say a heartfelt goodbye to our two-legged freak shows, and Twice like, you know what, Spike? You were right. I just gotta deal with this shit. Responsibility isn't always a choice. Sometimes, yo, dude, shut the fuck up. You already did a speech a minute ago, and I just want to go home. I'm sick of licking my own ass, and I'm just amazed we got out of here before you sucked off that dweeb with the blue hair. I'm glad that didn't happen in the bathroom while everyone was dancing.
Wow.
Please tell me you didn't. I'm just kidding, Spike. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I can say that with this video I went in with somewhat heightened expectations just for how much I enjoyed the previous videos I watched. And yeah, it didn't let me down at all. This was every bit as good as I could have hoped it would be. It was just really amusing and really fun, and I love this guy. This was great, and it was every bit as insightful as I have come to expect from this series. He really made some good points about the characters and the themes of the film, and in some ways made me appreciate it a bit more, kind of maybe understand where the writers were coming from thematically a bit more, and as a result, like it a bit more. Though at the same time, he did sort of harp on the flaws of the film, things that I had noticed before, and things that do really hold it back, like Sunset not being a very well-defined villain. And, yeah, he certainly had a lot of fun with the jokes here. And definitely the best part was the whole dissection of the Luna scene, which was amazing. That was the point where I lost control and just couldn't stop laughing, to the point where I kind of lost my breath, which just sort of happens when we have a sequence that's so funny and stays so funny for so long that I just kind of can't help but laugh the whole time, and then it just keeps going and just builds, and yeah. That was amazing. Because it's clearly stupid. It's clearly absurd, this whole sort of cutout photograph thing. But while I recognized it was stupid and ridiculous, I never really thought about it to this length, really going into how they would have to do this and how absolutely and utterly absurd it is. I mean, I have thought about why it's probably done that way, probably because some executive somewhere who probably doesn't understand it himself would think that kids watching don't understand Photoshop, and as a result requesting the writers change it to something a bit more low-tech. But I hadn't really considered the scanners and the printers and stuff like that, and just, yeah, that was amazing. Definitely the highlight for me. Though there was lots of great stuff in there, lots of amusing little bits and stuff that I probably missed, even like text that went by too fast because I can't pause anything even to catch it all. And also gotta love all the anime references. That was fun. And yeah, just so much great stuff in here. I'm really gonna have to watch this again just to get everything and really take it all in because yeah, I get a sense that I didn't really catch it all the first time, and that's the best sort of video, things that demand you rewatch it. And these videos definitely are that. But yeah, this was great. And I can't wait to watch his Rainbow Rocks ones, though I'm probably going to hold off on that until he makes the other ones for the movie. I think it's going to be like, because so far only one part is out, and I'm probably going to wait till the other parts are out. I don't know if it's going to be 2 or 3 or how many, but once it's done, I'll do that. There's Rainbow Rocks shorts, which I might do sometime in the intervening time. And also, of course, I'll be doing his Season 7 videos, not as they come out, but I'll be doing them in batches after like 3 or 4 of them are out, probably. Just because, yeah, it's fun, and I'm going to want to see them. I'm not going to wait until the entire season's out again, just because, yeah, now I know how much I want to watch this stuff. But, yeah, this was great. This was really fun, and I look forward to watching more from this series, and, yeah, hope you liked the commentary. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.